of development finance now that we've just set up our own private sector division in IFAD. And one challenge I've thrown the Lesotho team in IFAD is I want, in our next funding cycle starting the 1st of January, I want to see a private sector operation specifically in Lesotho that can do that side of things. And you know, one opportunity here is particularly to reinforce the sovereign investments here by looking at how, for example, we could create a credit line for on-lending to small and medium-sized enterprises and smallholders working with, for example, a local bank. So coming on to climate change, but also how do you de-risk? As I said, climate change is the biggest challenge facing the world, but also vulnerable small farmers and a country like Lesotho. I think I read that you are the 14th most vulnerable country to climate change. So we have some investments. We have the regeneration of landscapes and livelihoods project, which is just starting, trying to build resilience and rehabilitate landscapes. But actually, if you look at the private sector, a key aspect of doing this is looking at how we can use our development finance to leverage in the private sector. And I'll give you, and climate finance, I'll give you one example. We've just finished or started implementing a program in Eastern Africa called the Africa Rural Climate Adaptation Financial Mechanism. So it covers a number of countries. It's about $180 million. It's blending development finance with private finance, more or less 50-50. And what it is doing is setting up a shared risk structure to incentivize particularly regional and domestic private sector financial institutions to invest and expand the lending portfolio to include smallholder farmers. We're now looking at designing a second phase of this, which will include Southern Africa, and particularly Lesotho in that context, to try and get that funding into place. So, as I say, it's